So mortgage rates set yet another record low, but applications still fall. But did they really? Borrowers are clearly used to hearing that mortgage rates set another record low because last week's dip did nothing to spur mortgage demand. Application, that's the thing. These are always so funny to me. Like, oh, well, interest rates are down, but no one else is buying a house. So I guess we should all just give up and go home and go join the XFL or something. I don't know why I went to the XFL. Applications to refinance a home fell 0.3% for the week, but were 44% higher than a year ago. While that annual comparison may seem like a lot, it had been around 100% higher earlier this year. The new record low was also such a tiny move that it clearly had little impact. So rates have also been lower for a very long time. So to me, that the refi rates are 44% higher than a year ago. That's still a big jump from. I mean, you got to remember nationally, that's a big jump from a year ago. So even on a small and refi rates are very refis are very rate sensitive. So
right.
That's still a really, really big jump. And that's after how long have rates been this low, Ray? 6 months? Longer?
Yeah.
So there's still 44% more people refining than a year ago. That's a big deal.
That we were talking about earlier in the year is how long would it last, or the people that are going to refi, because we talked about there being $1 trillion in equity in everyone's homes. And how long would it be until the people who were going to refied, and then that number starts to drop?
Right. And it's dropping week over week, tiny bits, but year over year, it's still up almost 50%. And then for purchases, the applications fell 2%, but we're still 24% higher than a year ago.
Wow.
That annual comparison is notable because it's not usually quite that large, but has been running high for the past few months. Housing demand continues to be incredibly strong, driven by record low interest rates and a Rona-induced need to nest in larger homes with space for work and schooling. So I'm curious, anyone else that's listening or watching, if you read these stories, it seems like things are slowing down, but in my experience, they're not. I have honestly more buyers that are flooding in than listings or than sellers right now, and it's not slowing down at all to me. So is anyone else feeling a slowdown, even though we're hitting the fall months?
Maybe just slightly. I had someone else mention to me that there might just slightly be a slowdown, but it's not much of one.
That's what those numbers indicate. 2% less week over week, but still 24% higher than a year ago. I mean, so if you're doing the same marketing you were doing a year ago, you're feeling that 24% higher, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
And we just had a YouTube star comment on our little plucky show.
Is she here?
Mm-hmm.
She is. Hello, fellas. That's Christina Smallhorn.
Hi. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming out.
You like the voice I attributed to her?
I do, but I think you attribute that to anyone.
maybe a little deep.
Yeah. Hello, fellas.
It'll work. Okay, let me get back on our tab here. Christian Harris says no slowdown in the Seattle area, way up from this time last year or any year in the past for that matter.
Yeah.
My personal business is more than it was last year to date. So we had like a month where it definitely did slow down, but then after that, it's just been playing catch up.
I felt it a little bit, but it was just me kind of wanting to slow down. It wasn't like the market slowed down. It was just me wanting to, and now I'm kicking it back up to finish strong on the year.